Get cozy, everybody, because today we'll continue on with a game called Never 7, The End of Infinity. There you go. Where were we? Oh boy, this is a lot. Alright, load it up. And what about all of you? From the looks of it, you're all college students, right? Zumi asks this as she observes this all with a smile.
そうですね。私たちもちゃんと自己紹介しないと。
You're right, we should also introduce ourselves. Yuka clears her throat with a small cough before promptly doing so. She tells her how we'll be juniors in college. That we're all members of the same seminar. That we're currently staying at a nearby lodge for a seminar camp. She explains everything. Afterwards, we both give her our names.
ゆうかちゃんに誠くんね。よし、覚えた。
Yuka and Makoto, huh? Alright, I'll remember that.
くるみも覚えたよ。
Kurumi will remember it too.
で、彼女が。
And this girl is... Well, you gonna say anything on what? Hey, Haruka. Haruka suddenly continues to stare at the scenery out of the window. What a rude girl. Then again, she might have seen something like a terrible future or whatever.
あ、彼女は同じ班のメンバーで樋口遥。
She's Haruka Higuchi, another member of our group.
私たちよりも一つ年は下なんだけど、飛び級して同学年になったの。ね、遥。
She's a year younger than us, but she skipped a grade, so she's in our grade, right, Haruka? Da.
まあ、ちょっと人見知りが激しいみたいで、こんな風に愛想がないように見えるけど、根はものすごくいい子だから。
Well, she may seem like she's extremely shy, especially around strangers, but even though she doesn't look like she's very social, she's a nice person deep down. Yuka's desperately trying to support Haruka. However, the girl herself shows no sign of entertaining Yuka's whims.
そうね、わかってる。
Yeah, you're right, I understand. Izumi smiles undaunted by Haruka's behavior. It's hard to tell if she really does.
はるかさんだね。よろしく。
So you're Haruka. Nice to meet you. Kurumi holds out her hand, awaiting a handshake from Haruka. Haruka glances at Kurumi but turns back towards the window again. Rude much?
はるか？
Despite Yuka's urgings, Haruka doesn't even switch. Thank goodness Haruka doesn't Twitch or anybody. Is Twitch still a gaming platform or what? God, being invaded by women all the time. Any male-dominated space is always being invaded by a fucking woman because, like, hey, why aren't you people paying attention to me? Sorry. Anyway, Kurumi uneasily pulls back her outstretched hand and scratches her head. And if nobody's paying attention to the fucking sluts, they'll be like, hey, look, tits, I'm gonna show you my tits. I'm like, god damn it, what the fuck? Another fucking men-only space. Boy Scouts. They're not even fucking Boy Scouts. They're fucking mixed Scouts or whatever. You can't even fucking tell. Nobody wants to join the Girl Scouts because the Girl Scouts suck. The Boy Scouts is where it's at, but now it's being fucking ruined by, you guessed it, fucking women again. Wait, sorry. sorry. I'm not... What the fuck are we doing with this shit, man? When is life going to go back to normal? Kurumi uneasily pulls back her outstretched hand and scratches her head. Despite Haruka's rudeness, a gentle smile rises on Izumi's face as she looks towards her. The atmosphere is quite the awkward one. Well then, I am... Okuhiko loudly draws attention to himself in an attempt to wipe out the heavy atmosphere. His sudden burst causes all of us, except for Haruka, to turn their attention towards him. Just because he feels left out doesn't mean he has to be an attention whore about it.
いつも爽やか好青年、生きれいなせで涙には脆い地球の平和を守るため神が送った正義の戦士、その名も飯田奥彦だ。
The always invigorated youth, the gallant man with a tender heart, the warrior of justice sent by God himself for the sake of protecting the earth. His name is Okuhiko Ida. Kurumi and Izumi tilt their heads in confusion and stare at Okuhiko, who spurts this out. He was so impatient to talk that he had just spontaneously shouted this nonsense. After hearing such a ridiculous introduction, Izumi is desperately trying to keep herself from laughing. However, for some reason, Okihiko's words have left Kurumi dumbfounded.
飯田って
Did you say Ida? I'm taken aback by Kurumi's words. Damn it, Okihiko. When you accepted the pizza, you introduced yourself as Asakura. Okihiko seems to have realized this too as his body stiffens. I'm shocked, speechless.
さっきは確か朝倉って
Huh? But earlier you said it was Asakura.
いや、あれは
No, Okihiko looks at me. I turn my head away to ignore him. It was his plan. Why should I have to help him? Fuck you, motorcycle dude. At that moment, the door is violently thrown open. We all turn around in surprise. Standing there is a girl with her hair tied up in a ponytail.
朝倉ですけど責任者の方いらっしゃいます？
My name is Asakura. Is the manager here? The girl scares all of us. Uh-oh. Even though she's not really that tall, I feel like I'm being looked down upon.
はい私ですけど
Yes, that would be me. Izumi answers with a vacant expression. It's as if she's not intimidated by this rich-looking girl. She's really something.
どういうことなんですか？
What's the meaning of this? She suddenly shouts. We're all frozen in place. Perhaps she's realized how uneasy we are, for the girl takes in a deep breath. Seems to have calmed down a bit.
失礼しました私朝倉咲と申します別荘地の朝倉家のものです
Excuse me, my name is Saki Asakura. I'm from the Asakura summer house. So her name is Saki. A summer home, huh? She doesn't just look wealthy, she is wealthy.
それはいつもご利用ありがとうございます
So that's it. Thank you for your continued patronage.
別にいつも使ってるわけじゃないけど注文したピザまだですか
It's not like I always use this place. Where's the pizza that I ordered?
何のことでしょ
What are you talking about?
うピザですもう何時間経ってると思ってるんですか
My pizza. How many hours do you think I've been waiting for it?
何時間ですか
How many?
6時間よ6時間どういうお店なんですかここは
6 goddamn hours. Just what kind of shop are you running here? You waited that long? Why didn't you come after the first hour or called or something?
ずいぶん暇な人種もいるものだな
Seems there's people out there with quite the free time on their hands.
あなたたちとは話してません
I wasn't talking to you two.
僕も別に君と話しているつもりはないな
I wasn't talking to you either. And I was talking to myself.
私がいいって言うまで話さないでいいわね
Don't talk until I say so, got it? Huh? Saki gives me a dirty look. In response to that intense glare, I don't know what to say. Oh wait, save here, yeah. Let's talk back to her right away. I decided to talk back to her without a moment's delay. What's the big deal anyway?
なんですって
What was that? I'm just saying, I'm sorry about your pizza, but if you were this angry, you should have just called earlier. A completely sound argument. Saki falters, but only briefly. Soon enough, she gets even more pissed.
何よ何も知らないくせしてこれだからそやな連中とは話がしたくないのよ
You don't even know anything. This is why I don't want to talk to you assholes.
いいさっきも言ったけどあなたと議論する気はないの今用があるのはこの店の責任者だけよ
That's enough. I said this earlier, but I'm not in the mood to argue with you. My business right now is only with that manager there. Whatever I say is probably useless. Time to put an end to this pointless debate. Yeah, I get you, but you know. You shouldn't be so rude shouting like that towards strangers. Huh, there. I won't give into any sort of upper-class repression. And besides, those were my honest feelings. If she just shuts up, then she might even pass as a refined young lady. Whether she's regained some of her composure or not, she seems to have decided any further argument is pointless. She settles on giving me one last angry glare before moving towards the counter. Giving me a brief glance, Yuka takes a deep breath and stares at Saki. She looks surprised. I hear Okuhiko snort, as if to say, Saki doesn't seem very pleased by my words. Naturally, Haruka has been looking downwards this whole time. Just what is going on here? Saki immediately leans her body forward on the counter. It looks like she's going to continue nagging Izumi.
で、6時間も何してたのかしら。
So, what did you do for those 6 hours?
待ってましたよ。
I waited, of course.
6時間も
For 6 straight hours?
まさか。
Hell
私
no.
だってそんな暇じゃありません。
Even I don't have that kind of time. Izumi's trying to be polite, but her tone is, how do I put it, listless. Anyway, her words only seem to fuel Saki's irritation.
私だってそれは言ったわよ。ええ、あるものだけで我慢ねって言ったわよ。
Even I told it that. Yeah, I told it to make it do with just what was there.
けど私がピザ頼んだのちゃんと分かってるのよ。言葉が通じなくても。
But it fully knew that I had ordered a pizza, even though he can't understand what I say. Yeah. Hey, what's she talking about? However, Izumi just nods at everything she says.
仕方ないからそのまま遊んであげてたのよ。
So I didn't have any other choice but to play around and wait.
なるほど。
I see. I don't understand. Does Izumi really get it? Just then, Kurumi approaches her sister.
お姉ちゃん、話わかってる？
Do you understand what she's saying? Yeah, I want to ask her that too. Izumi whispers back to Kurumi.
いいの。こういう時はあれなんだから。
It's fine. In times like this, all you have to do is that.
何の話？
What do you mean?
仕方ないからこのまま聞いといてあげるの。
Can't be helped, so let's just hear her out for now.
こういうタイプは喋りたいだけ喋れば帰るんだから。それまで我慢。
These times just want to talk, then they go back home. Until then, just enjoy it, okay? I see, that's quite an impressive way to handle it.
どうして我慢なんかしなくちゃいけないの？
But why do we have to put up with it?
だってこっちが配達間違えちゃったんだから。
Because there was a mistake in her delivery, so...
くるみちゃんと届けたよ。
What? Kurumi definitely delivered it.
大声出さないの。くるみが間違えてなきゃなんでこうなるの？
Don't shout. If you didn't make a mistake, then why did it end up like this?
ひどい。お姉ちゃんくるみのこと疑ってたの？
You're terrible. You're doubting Kurumi.
けど届いてないって言うんだから。
But she said it never arrived.
届けた。くるみ朝倉さんに届けたんだから。
It did too. Kurumi delivered it to an Asakura. I suddenly realized what's going on. It was the pizza from lunch. Kurumi had said she was bringing it to an Asakura. And then Okuhiko. I look at Okuhiko. The guy looks angsty. He must understand what's going on as well. At that moment, Saki strikes the counter.
私がいいって言うまで話さないで。
Don't talk until I say so.
くるみ絶対朝倉さんに届けたもん。
Kurumi did deliver it to Asakura. She points towards Okuhiko. Okuhiko instantly turns his head away as if to say, "Oh crap."
ちょっとどういうことなのよそれ。
Just what the hell does that mean? Saki glares at Okuhiko. Okuhiko abruptly stops in his tracks. Seems he was trying to run away. So many choices, but then again, I'm currently choosing randomly and stuff, and after we get one ending, I'll use a walkthrough to get all other endings so that I won't waste people's times. I won't cover for Okuhiko. I won't cover, yeah. He's the one who caused this whole mess. No, everything may have started with Yuka's cooking. Saki immediately closes in on Okuhiko when suddenly Yuka speaks up.
さっきってひょっとしてあの朝倉咲さん？
Saki, could it be that you're that Saki Asakura?
ほら中 学の頃一緒だった。
Remember, we were friends in middle school.
なんだっけ、何かの行事の時、ほら一緒に魔法使いの絵描いたじゃない？
How can I prove it? Right. Don't you remember? We were the ones who drew the rough sketches of the magician's portrait.
ゆうか？やっぱりサキ？久しぶり。何年ぶりだっけ？
It really is you. It's been so long. Just how many years has it been?
私が慶大の高等部に入ってからだから5年ぶりね。
I haven't seen you in 5 years, since I entered Case University Senior High School.
懐かしい。どうしてるの？やっぱり慶大行ってるんでしょ？
This is so nostalgic. What's up with you? So, did you really go to K University?
もちろんよ。ゆうかこそこんな島にどうして？まさか住んでるわけじゃないんでしょ？
Of course, but Yuka, what are you doing on this island? You don't live here, do you?
まさか大学のゼミ合宿。あの林に囲まれた坂道を登っていたところにロッジがあって。
No way, I'm here for my college's seminar camp. I'm staying at the lodge on top of the hill road, surrounded by the forest.
じゃあうちの別荘のすぐ近くじゃない。
Huh? Well then, doesn't that mean you're near my summer house? The two of them have suddenly become excited. According to Saki, it seems she comes here every year to stay at her aforementioned summer house. She says that she's been here ever since her exams break in February. Seems she's relaxing here until her next semester begins. There's a big difference between us. As I think that Izumi stands in between Yuka and Saki.
それじゃあ今晩食事をご馳走してあげましょう。二人の再会を祝って。
Well then, I'll treat you to dinner tonight. It'll be a celebration for your reunion.
そんな悪いですよ。
No way, that's too much.
ちょっと待って。私はピザのことをはっきりさせに来たんだけど。
Wait a second, I came here to clear up the issue about my pizza.
だからそのお詫びも兼ねてってことで。
Then you can also consider this my apology. Izumi gives a sidelong glance to the now dumbfounded Saki, then looks towards us.
あなたたちも一緒にどう？
Will you eat with them too? I don't know what to say. I feel awkward about someone we only just met going this far for us. On the other hand, if we return to the lodge, all that awaits us is Yuka's murderous cooking. What should I do? I gaze at the hesitant Haruka. Haruka suddenly averts her eyes. I'll pass is what I think she's trying to say. If that's the case, then just as I begin to think that. Hey, come on and eat. Kurumi interrupts my thoughts as she grabs my arm with both of her hands tugging at it. She looks like a kid begging for a toy.
せっかくみんなと知り合えたのに、ここでお別れしちゃうのは寂しいよ。ね、いいでしょ?
Even though we've only all just met, it'll get lonely if you just leave us now. It's okay, isn't it?
そうよ。遠慮なんてしなくてもいいんだから。
That's right, there's no need to reserve yourselves. She's following Kurumi's lead. It's just... Nevertheless, I'm worried about Haruka's behavior from earlier.
それとも
Or is it?
私の作った料理は食べられない。そういうことかしら?
Could it be that you don't want to eat my cooking? Izumi still smiles while saying this, however her troubled eyes betray her. No, I'd be delighted if you would treat us. There's no way I can refuse her.
じゃあ、そういうことでいいわよね。
Then you're all alright with it?
なんだかロッジに帰ってから準備するのも面倒だったし、嬉しいです。
It'd be kind of troublesome to go back to the lodge to make preparations, so I'm glad about this.
ね、さきもいいでしょ? どうせ帰り道も一緒だし。
Hey, you're okay with this too, right, Saki? We'll be walking back home together anyway.
そうね。ならそうさせてもらおうかしら。
That's true. Well, you've convinced me.
よし、決まり。
Alright, then it's decided.
ところで泉さん、ちなみにメニューの方は?
By the way, Izumi, what do you have to eat here?
そうね。
Let's see. Her face briefly wavers, but it immediately regains its shine.
パエリアとイタリアンサラダ、それとパンプキンスープもつけちゃおう。
We have paella and Italian salad as well as pumpkin soup. Making paella will be impossible. I blurt this out unconsciously.
無理？
Impossible?
ひょっとして私の腕を侮ってるの？
Could it be that you're doubting my abilities? No way, I would never do that.
じゃあなんで無理なの？
Then why is it impossible? Because you're short on rice, right?
え？
Surprised, Izumi checks the rice jar in the corner of the counter.
本当だわ。あと1合ぐらいしか残ってないみたい。
It's true, there's only about 5 ounces of rice left.
お姉ちゃん、お昼の団体客。
It was that group from lunch. Kurumi abruptly shouts this.
ああ、そうか。そういえばそうね。
I see, now that you mention it, you're right.
すっかり忘れちゃってたけど、あの時のカレー10人前で。
I completely forgot about it, but earlier today there was a group of 10 that ate curry.
でも誠くん、なんでそんなこと知ってるの？
But Makoto, how did you know about that? Because... Huh? Because what? What am I saying? Now that I think about it, how the hell did I know about that? No, I just had a feeling that was the case. That's the truth. Honestly, I really did just have a feeling that was the case. Besides, there shouldn't need to be a reason anyway. Izumi tilts her head in confusion. Everyone else is staring at me questioningly.
でもそんなことどうでもいいんじゃない？
But it really doesn't matter, right? Kurumi's voice draws the others' gazes away from me.
とにかく早く気がついてよかったよ。
Anyway, it's a good thing we noticed this so quickly.
作り始めてから気がついたんじゃ遅すぎるもんね。
If we hadn't noticed until we started cooking, it would have been too late, right? Everyone nods in agreement.
それよりも今はお米をどうするか、そっちの方が問題だよ。
But what should we do about the rice now? That's the real question. Here's an idea. What if I go buy some? I immediately offer to help. I guess it's because I feel the urge to get out of this place. After all, you're the ones who offered to treat us to dinner, so why don't I at least help out a little?
でもそんなの悪いわよ。
But that's asking too much. Nah, it isn't. It's no problem at all. Izumi, there must be preparations and other stuff you have to do. You can take care of all that before I return.
そう？
Are you sure? Yeah.
じゃあ申し訳ないけど、お言葉に甘えちゃってもいいかしら。
Then please excuse me, but may I accept your offer? Of course.
それじゃあ私も何かお手伝いしますよ。
Well, then I'll also help out any way I can.
え？
What? What?
泉さんのアシスタントとして私も一品ぐらい作ってあげちゃおうかななんて。
I'll act as Izumi's assistant chef and I'll also cook a dish or something. Okuhiko, Haruka, and I all freeze at those words. You can't do that, Yuka.
どうして？
Why not? Because you're going shopping with me, right?
ちょっと勝手に決めないでよそんなこと。
Don't go deciding stuff on your own. No, that's not it. What I'm saying is I really need your help.
Huh?
To be honest, I know nothing about the different types of rice.
お米の種類なんて何でもいいんじゃないの？
Isn't any kind of rice okay? Of course not. If I did something like going and buying fatty rice, that would be something I couldn't undo. Right, Okuhiko?
ごもっとも。
You're absolutely right. Right, Haruka. Yes, she finally says a word. See? So that's my reason.
なんかちょっと引っかかるけど。
Seems rather unlikely, but...
まあ、それもそうかもね。
Well, I guess it could happen. Right, don't you agree? Well then, let's hurry up and go now. Without waiting for Yuka's reply, I forcefully push her by the back outside the shop. Well then, ready to go? Just as I take a step forward.
ちょっと待って。
Wait a minute.
どうしたんですか、泉さん。
What's wrong, Izumi?
ごめん、一つ言い忘れてた。
Sorry, I forgot to tell you something.
お店の脇に自転車が置いてあるから、それ使って。
We have a bike by the side of the shop. Please take it. What? Two-seater?
自転車？
A bike?
そう。歩いて行ってもそんなに時間はかからないけど、ほら、荷物が荷物だから。
Well, even though it's not far on foot, you still have a lot to bring back, right? True, carrying 22 pounds of rice while walking does seem like a pain.
鍵はついてるから。じゃあ、よろしくね。
The key's attached to it. Well then, you two take care.
はーい。
Will do.
あともう一つ頼んでもいいかな。
Can I ask you to do one more thing?
あったらでいいんだけど、サフランも買ってきてくれない？
Could you also buy some saffron? If you can't find any, that's fine. What's saffron?
パエリアに香りと色をつけるための調味料だよ。
It's a seasoning you put on paella to make it look and smell nice. Huh. I'm surprised that Yuka, out of all people, would know something like that.
オッケー、わかりました。
Okay, got it.
それじゃ、お願いします。
Thank you so much. Sama Izumi seems to be the type of person who can be a little forgetful. That's what I think.
それともう一つ。
There's just one more thing. Oh, great. The eastern skies are completely engulfed in twilight. Though my cheeks are being jabbed by the cold wind, I don't feel very cold since I'm pedaling. I take in the fresh evening air as I pedal leisurely.
ね
Hey. Yuka's voice pipes up from behind me.
え、本当はなんで知ってたの？
How did you really know? Huh? Know what?
もうしらばっくれちゃって。
Geez, don't play dumb. Yuka is riding on the bike's luggage carrier, her legs dangling out from the side of the bike. Instead of clinging to my back like I expected, she instead held onto the edges of the luggage carrier. Yeah, who am I kidding? Only girls in fiction do something like that, right?
あのお米のこと、なんで知ってたの？
The rice, how'd you know about it? Dunno.
またしらばっくれる。
You're playing dumb again. No, I seriously don't know. I'm wondering that myself.
第六感ってやつ？
Do you have a sixth sense? Huh?
ひょっとして実は透視能力があるとか？
Could it be that you actually have X-ray vision? X-ray vision, huh? Feels completely different from that. If I did have X-ray vision, then there would have been no need to look inside the rice bin. Besides, I can think of much more interesting things to see through.
別のところ？
Such as... Yuka's left the back of my head in jest. This is sort of playing out like a scene in a slapstick comedy.
じゃあさ、こういう可能性は？
Well then, how about this?
泉さんが後でお米がないってことに気づいて慌てふためくみたいなことを誠は前から知っていたとか。
Maybe you knew beforehand that Izumi would panic later when she realized there was no rice left.
つまり予知能力。
In other words, you have the power to receive premonitions. The power to receive premonitions. Just then a memory flashes through my mind. It was when Haruka fell on Moon Beach. It's true that I did see Haruka fall down before she actually did. I knew it was going to happen in advance, but it couldn't be.
なんてね、そんなわけないか。
Just kidding, there's no way that'd be it. Huh?
さあ、そろそろ本当のわけを喋ってもらいましょうか。
Well then, isn't it about time you tell me the truth? I told you that. After that, Yuka kept on badgering me about it until we entered the shopping district. I didn't have an answer for her. How was I able to do those things?
お米とサフランと生クリーム。これで全部だよね。
Rice, saffron, and fresh cream. This is everything. Currently, Yuka is checking the contents of a large grocery bag on the ground. Right. Izumi's last request was for fresh cream. Sheesh, what type of cafe doesn't stock up on fresh cream? And there's also the pizza incident from this afternoon. That shop has quite the sloppy business policy.
それじゃ戻りますか。
Well then, let's go back. Yeah, everyone's waiting. I crammed the groceries into the bike's basket. The front wheel bends horribly from the weight. I'm now regretting this. What, you may ask? Bringing Yuka along. She doesn't weigh much, but those 22 pounds of rice sure do. My thigh muscles are burning. Is this much pain even normal?
頑張って。
Good luck. Yuka calls out from behind me. Jeez, she's so carefree. I take my hands off the handlebars for a bit. Just then the rear wheel slips and collapses from the pressure.
もう危ないな。しっかり運転してよね。
Jeez, watch the road. I hate to see you're driving. When she says this, Yuka wraps her arms around my back. I feel two soft objects bulge against me. My whole body then burns up with extreme heat. Two heaters in front.
できたよ。
Alright, it's ready. As Izumi says this, she places down many different dishes. I can see just by looking that they're all of superb quality. There is a charming rich aroma coming from the steaming pumpkin soup. The Italian salad is garnished with dressing, and the plates of garlic and olive oil have an amazing smell. There are a wide variety of fish included with the paella, many adorned with the characteristic seashore scent of, how do you even pronounce it? Blah, 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 blah. My mouth quickly begins to water like crazy as I breathe in those delicious scents. Let's see. I instantly begin to stuff my face with the steaming pumpkin soup. Ooh, it feels like I'm going to faint. It's too damn good. There's a world of difference between this and the food Yuka made for lunch, if you could call that food. The difference between the two is overwhelming. Izumi, this is amazing. I eagerly shout this.
よかった。喜んでもらえて。
I'm so glad that you like it. Izumi happily watches us eat.
これならさすがのサキだって文句はないでしょ。
With this, you can't even complain, right, Saki? Yuka then speaks to Saki.
うん。まあ、悪くはないわね。
Well, it's not bad. As she says this, she eats seconds after seconds enthusiastically. Since her pizza never arrived, she might not have eaten any lunch. As Saki's eating heartily, Izumi is indeed satisfied. Diagonally from me, Haruka and Kurumi are sitting next to each other.
ね、お姉ちゃんの作った料理って最高でしょ。
Hey, isn't Onechan's cooking the best? Smiling, Kurumi asks Haruka this. Just then, Haruka suddenly stops moving, then quietly places the spoon in her right hand on top of the plate. All of us fall silent. What's wrong, Haruka? I ask her this, but Haruka's lips remain firmly shut and don't move. Kurumi observes Haruka's expression with wonder.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. She says this in a quiet voice that's like a whisper.
具合でも悪いのかい？
Are you not feeling well? Okuyuko asks this in concern.
うん。
Yeah. Her face certainly looks pretty pale. Now that I think about it, when we got here, it felt like Haruka was acting a little weird.
本当にごめんなさい。
I'm really sorry about this. Haruka leaves her seat as she says this.
大丈夫？
Are you alright? Worried, Izumi-san nestles over next to Haruka. Haruka leans in on Izumi's arms as she is led far away from the table and quietly sits down in the seat at the farthest corner of the counter.
くるみ、なんかいけないこと言ったかな。
Did Kurumi say something wrong? Kurumi looks puzzled, as if she doesn't know what to do. Her bright, large eyes are still filled with innocence.
そんなことないよ。大丈夫。くるみちゃんのせいじゃないって。
That's not it. It's alright, Kurumi. It's not your fault. Yuka's gentle voice dispels the gloomy atmosphere for the time being. Cool. We return to sitting around the huge table, fully enjoying our wonderful dinner. Haruka has also calmed down and is now sitting in her original seat. Izumi clears everything away when we finish and serves us some after-dinner black tea.
紅茶の数足りてるよね。
Is this enough tea? Izumi makes sure we all have teacups. Just then,
本当に申し訳ないな。
I'm really sorry about all the trouble. Okiko says this. It doesn't seem like there's much shyness in the way he said that.
ところで泉さん、
By the way, Izumi,
さっきは確かこんなことを言ってましたよね。夜になるとこの店はレストランを兼ねたバーになる。
you said this earlier, didn't you? When it's nighttime, the shop is both a restaurant and a bar.
言ってたけど、それが
I did. What of it?
ってことはひょっとして今日は僕らのために特別に早く店を閉めてくれたんですか？
Then could it be that you closed the shop earlier today for us? Now that he mentions it, he's right. In the time it took us to eat, there hasn't been a single customer. Then does that mean you reserved the place just for us?
違う違う
Wrong, wrong. Kurumi suddenly bursts out into laughter, holding her sides.
今だって全然営業中だってば。うちの店ではこれが普通なの。
We've been completely open this whole time. This is normal for the shop.
つまり開店休業状態ってこと。
In other words, we're open but not getting any business.
まあ夜はね。
Well, it is night.
夜はって昼間だってあんまりお客さん来ないじゃない。
True, but we don't get many customers even during the day, you know.
シーズンオフだからね。
Well, it's off season. Izumi doesn't look happy to admit it.
でもこの味で繁盛してないっていうのもなんか不思議な気がするけど。
But it is strange that this place doesn't get much business in spite of the great food.
みんな通られちゃうんだよ、すき家に。
That's because almost everyone goes to Sukiya.
すき家？ほら、ここからでも見えるでしょ？あのでっかい建物。
You can see it from here. It's that huge building. Looking in the direction Kurumi's pointing, we can see a brightly lit white wall structure in the darkness.
あれがすき家ホテル。この店の商売敵ってわけ。
That's Kia's hotel. It's the shop's main competition. Oh, okay.
見た感じは豪華に見えるけど、実は結構庶民的なホテルなの。
It may look extravagant, but it's actually an economically priced hotel. Oh, fuck. I've been playing for a while now and I have to prepare for work, so I'm gonna end it here, Fuzz. Yeah. So this is Never 7, the end of the video. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. I got too immersed. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.